Hey, this is Shakey Graves, and you're watching Diffuser.
Mountain Jam 2015, I'm Chuck with Diffuser and super excited to be standing next to Mr. Shakey Graves.
Dr.
Shakey Graves.
Dr. Shakey Graves.
Who just wrapped up a killer set on the West stage. And it was packed, man. Everybody was into it.
Yeah, I do like this festival because they kind of, even if they weren't into it, they were kind of forced to listen to the whole thing. It's a big mountain, man.
All right, yeah.
It's the big mountain, so a bunch of people, whether they liked it or not, was like, now you're listening to Shakey Graves.
There's nowhere to go.
I loved it. Yeah.
Congrats, 3 Americana Music Award nominations.
Thank you.
Leading the nominations, which is awesome, man.
Dude, wow. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Emerging artist, album, song.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
I can't really think about it that much. It feels great.
Yeah.
It feels great, especially because I've been going to. Have you ever done the Americana Music Awards
Nashville
thing? Yeah.
I haven't, man. I've seen it from afar.
Yeah. So it's like a miniature kind of South by feel.
Yeah.
You know, it's all the venues in town host stuff. So I've played the last 2 years, and the event itself is really fun, and I've met a ton of people that are, I'm fans of, and
oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, meeting bands and being like, oh man, and then now people that are close homies of mine, and then when I first started to tour with Shovels and Rope, which is one of my favorite bands on earth and close friends of mine now, right when I met them, they flew out to do the AMAs, and they won Song of the Year that year. And we were like, it was like a day into our tour, and they flew back and showed up, and they were super, they've been up all night like champagning or whatever, and they're like, kind of wish we hadn't gone, but it was really fun. And it's at the Ryman, of course, which is
historic. Yeah.
Dude.
Well, for you, a guy who's based in Austin, like Nashville has a very similar vibe to it, right?
Yeah, it feels a lot like a older sister or something of Austin.
Is that right?
Or your weird aunt that's kind of cool to like smoke a joint with you every once in a while or something that you're like, she's still kind of weird.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. No, I love Nashville. I really do. And it took me a long time to go there, and I think Nashville is what people think Austin is like.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah. Well,
like it's kind of how Austin sees itself is kind of how Nashville is. Like.
Okay. Is that how Austin used to be?
No.
No.
No. Austin, the biggest accolade that I really appreciate is that Austin is an extremely lazy place.
All right, I'll take that. Yeah.
And again, everybody needs laziness from time to time. You'd be surprised. It's just as important as you got to keep it all in balance. You got to be busy beaver and lazy lemur.
Lazy lemur. That's it, man.
Coined it. You heard it here first. Lazy lemur.
So when you're on the road, how do you find that time to be lazy?
Oh,
when you're not doing interviews with guys like me.
Well, we are playing music. It's not, it's not brain surgery or anything. So there are things you can do. It's a lot of work. But for instance, we played yesterday at a venue that had a bowling alley attached to it.
Nice.
And I'm a huge bowler, and I was like, I will bowl. I will go bowling.
And did you?
Yes.
What was your score? I'm
first,
sorry, man.
My first score was a 102. Don't judge me yet. And my second score was a 173.
Right.
My third one was a 128 or something.
Not
so my
bad.
Average was somewhere in the 135, 140, something like that.
That's not bad. You probably don't bowl that often, right?
Yeah, I have a bowling tattoo. I bowl constantly, dude. No, but I don't get as much of a chance to bowl anymore. But that is one of my.
That's a good ritual, or opportunity to escape, kind of.
Bowl. Yeah, I roller skate. I do that to blow off steam.
Awesome.
Like quad skate,
Yeah. Did you when you first started in Austin? I know you have a musical background. That's You've been on this journey of growing from this one-man band into still a one-man band, but also with a band, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You do everything on the stage.
Yeah.
Did you ever think, when you started out, man, you know what? I am gonna play the Ryman, and I'm gonna get nominated for Americana Music Awards. I'm gonna play Mountain Jam with Robert Plant and Warren Haynes and the Black Keys and Alabama Shakes.
I don't know what any of these things are. I found out what the Ryman was, a few days ago, I think. No, I'm kidding. But really, but did I see something like this in my? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's important to. I think that's the way that anything really goes down.
Absolutely.
If you, I feel like everyone that plays should see themselves at, you know, you don't have to. I don't think it's a rule, but yeah, at the utmost, you know. And it's always steps like this. Like I didn't even know this festival existed. You know, I'd heard its name, but I didn't, you know, I didn't know the layout or didn't like, even, you know, photos. You can look at a photo of it and still have no idea.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And now the stages are getting bigger. And for instance, we just played at Sasquatch at the Gorge in Washington, and we got to play the main stage like really early in the day. And before that, I had never even, because all the shows I saw were like Outkast and Queens of the Stone Age, and it was just like the hugest, craziest thing. And after playing that set early during the day, no light design or whatever, and then a few of the other shows, I'm like, I can see like in 3 years what that show that I would want on that stage would look like. And that's amazing. That's a beautiful thing. That's awesome,
yeah. And you probably never thought you'd be standing here in a ski lodge talking to me about this, right?
That's for sure. I did not think I was going to be like, I haven't been to a ski lodge in years, so that's the bummer. It's like, of course I have to be here during the summer.
Right, yeah, with the sun.
Because I also love skiing, obviously.
A skiing tattoo anywhere?
I have a skiing, it's like, I can't show you that one.
Awesome. Well, Shakey Graves, thank you so much for hanging out, man. This is Mountain Jam 2015.
Cheers.